back-to-back Kenworth Dealer of the Year, company owned and operated, and we are the Kenworth dealer in the state of Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida. So we work with 59 out of 67 counties all across the state. Y'all are doing a similar rotation right now with your Mack dump trucks through the road department. We pride ourselves on fast delivery and service. We try to outdo our competitors in that way. But our Kenworth trucks do sell very well from the J.M. Wood sale, what y'all are doing right now. I put in some of our auction results in the folder that you'll have, just to kind of compare the sales price to what they're making at the auction. Over the last 5 years, we have had the lowest operating cost all over all the other manufacturers, including Mack, International, Western Star, and Freightliner. Thank you again so much for having me and taking the time out of your day to, if you have any questions, just don't hesitate to reach out.
All right. Any questions?
Y'all have the presidents every day in Troy anyway. Sanders.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we have a truck works come every day for them.
Every day, yeah. At least Monday through Friday.
Yes, we have their own special tech there. But
Derek, do you have any questions?
We talk fairly regularly.
Good.
been working on this about two years now.
Good.
But if you're anything like me, you'll remember something later, and if so, just don't hesitate to call.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. Now, Derek.
The one item of new business, the singular new business item is actually an item, when we, you guys discussed and voted to purchase new motor graders back in February. I'm pretty sure we did not do this then. It's sale time now for the 2 motor graders from the sale. So I need to ask the commission to surplus the 2 motor graders we'd like to sell. They would go to the sale next week. I think auction starts the 23rd, 24th, and 25th, 3 days there. We discussed this back then. I think it's just
You decided to keep one of them for a spare.
yeah, that's what we discussed when
Hold on one second, Derek. I think we've got a guest that's trying to get into the door downstairs in the see. Sorry, Derek.
No, you're fine. So it's what was discussed, I think back in February when you all voted to buy the 3 new graders that we were going to sell to help make up for part of the purchase price. And these are the 2 that I would like to sell. So I'd like to get up. And we probably, as far as I know, could get this on and do it next meeting. The auction is the 23rd, which starts on the 23rd, which is a Tuesday. So the day after our meeting, we would actually sell the 23rd or the 24th, one of the 2. Depending on how many trucks are there, which day. So as far as I know, as long as we clear this on the 22nd at the next meeting.
Not take a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's a,
I'd rather not take a chance.
I'm with you, that's tied unless there's.
Yeah. Okay. We'll suspend the rules on that.
Well, I'd like to ask the commission to suspend the rules.
Now, I will say, we would like you to keep them in rotation just as long as you can.
Absolutely.
But
We've already contacted J.M. Wood with the sale list, asking the absolute latest we can bring them. So we've already worked that out.
So what's the
17th is
downtime between that and receiving?
We're actually still working on that with Cat because they're in our budget for next year to pay for it. So we're trying to figure out how we can obtain a delivery and get our invoice date in next year's. So depending on motor grader. It's just to get by.
Why don't you call on the 16th and tell them you really like the demo and you might agree.
We
Or
actually.
I can do that for you.
Yeah. We were actually talking today, trying to work this out, and he's supposed to get back with me tomorrow to see if he can come up with an easier way. But if not, we've kind of been talking about it.
They've been in a business doing it
Yes.
for years.
Yes, they have.
Don't need to be in a pickle.
No.
Yeah, if it was just up to, if it was up to Lynn, we'd already have them. We'd be running 5 graders right now instead. He kind of said without his hands right this minute, but he's trying to work through with his boss. We're trying to get them in out here. So, I will say this, now, this could change any day. But this last week has been pretty dry. This week still looks good. The next 10 days actually have very little rain. Now, we could have a hurricane next week, so.
You gonna try to hammer down while you got your graders running?
Yes, we're running on Fridays as well. Right now, we're running everybody we can, as much as we can, through Fridays, and we'll have next Friday as another run.
And Derek, I know we've talked briefly about this over the years, but just the thought of not having but one grader for 2 weeks, or some of the major rain events we've had over the past few years, I'd like you to ponder and come back to, with maybe as we bid out services each year, try to get some bids from some people local. And if there aren't enough people in Troy, Pike County, if it's Pike and the surrounding counties, that where we could get some kind of by the hour motor grader rate, where when if we find ourselves in some existential circumstance that you've already got something to improve through the process, that you can just pick the phone up and say, hey, we're down to one grader, or it rained 12 inches, or whatever, and that you can get some help. I mean, I don't know if that would be a nice thing to say.
I think we could, I mean, and we could work out something that, it wouldn't have to be anything bid out, because you're probably not looking at, $50,000 worth of work, so you're looking at maybe just a couple thousand here or there, at different times, so that's something we can fall over, just us working out a budget price with them, and that they would just make sure they have the availability to come. Get to set something aside, work out something like that.
Anything else?
That's all I have on that item. As for the new business goes, I'd like to move to current business. And in current business, there's actually a sheet of paper in here that probably does need to wait till the next meeting. We got one, person that's due for coming out of their 6 months. Is that something we can wait till the next meeting on? Some reason he got stuff in here, that's my fault. But it can bump down to the next meeting.
Just the date's too early, I guess, for sure.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. So I'd like to
Yeah, we
push
just,
that to the next meeting, if all possible. Then other than that, the next thing I have on my list is our annual materials and services bids. We've opened all those, they're in your package. And I should have also handed everyone a color version of this that might make more sense than the black and white version. Because there's so many items such as your material, stone and gravel, that highlights who got what, because we have so many vendors and so many items on that. So the color version may make a little bit more sense. Although, to be honest, in the stone and gravel, even the color version may not make enough sense because there's so many people and values in there. But so I would like to ask the commission to award, based off of our bid tabs here, it's recommended in the package for these material and services.
Is there anything else you have to negotiate out? So you're satisfied with what you got?
for clarity, we wanted to continue to bid these items out just in case. So we had asphalt, pest control, hauling of aggregates, and stone and gravel itself, and turf and brush control. So those are the only items we bid out this year. Everything else we felt like fell so far underneath the cap, that we would never get to. The upgraded $50,000 limit, that you have now before you need to bid out services and goods. We did get Pike, our pipe suppliers agreed to renewal of their pipe bids. We'd like to include that. So we were happy with their price, and they were willing to accept the same price for this year.
Okay. All right. But that's in this package, right?
Actually, I don't think it is, but I don't know.
So we
As
would,
long as it's agreed to, I don't know.
yeah, there's no action for us to take on it.
No.
Okay. Anything else for the engineer? All right, thank you, Derek.
Thank you.
Anybody just heard he's not gonna make it tonight? I guess kids, if there's anything he needs to go before we need to.
I don't have anything.
Okay. Mr. Allen, turn report.
Yeah, we'll need to go into executive session, at the end of the meeting, would be fine, I would think. Involving, attorney-client matter,
Okay.
attorney-client privilege matter.
All right. Commission reports?
I have one. The Wilderness RCND met last Tuesday, and we met about 4.5 hours. When I meeting, we were able to get our grants that were submitted through Pike County fulfilled. We did 6 education and 5 general, plus we did some cross boards as well in Pike County, so we were able to do that. Yeah.
Roughly how much money did we get awarded in Pike County?
Pike County received 50.5 plus, I know it's over 100,000,
Awesome.
right?
Awesome. That's a good report to come back to Pike County. So I have one. So we've been working over the last, I'll say, year with one of our existing industries on a project. We met with the DECA today. It did qualify for some of the things that they're doing. So I would ask, we add to the agenda for you guys to allow me to sign two letters to kind of kick off that process. One is a waiver letter that the DECA is going to require, and the other is kind of an engagement letter from the DECA. It won't bind us to anything. It'll really start the process. Before we go into any agreement, we'll have our standard votes on, a project vote and then a vote to execute the contract. But I will ask for the authority from you guys to sign those two letters.
Okay.
Anything else in the Commissioner's report? All right. Well, probably one of the best excuses
judicial building, the parts, should be here by the end of this week, is what he said on that. So, he's got our new employee out there working, getting him into everything, and I think he's got to meet everybody out there, and it's getting earful and learning lots out there right now.
Very,
So, but he's been getting him set up, he spent a lot of time over there with him in the past week or so, just because trying to get him going with everything. That's all I had for him as of right now. Under my report, I don't have this there, it came in later, and I put a copy of it in front of you all. It's the, juvenile detention contract. And we can move that down and put it under current business to approve it next meeting. We don't have to, we just have to do it by the end of the month. It's just our annual contract with, Department of Youth Services State, for the portion that they pay on some of the juveniles.
so I guess this was the first year where we had the, I'm gonna call this wrong, but the reimbursement on beds after so many nights. I mean,
We do not, it does not flow through us. They send it directly to, we use Southeast Alabama Youth Services as the beds that we use. So they send the check directly to them, and it reduces what we owe when they actually have, some juveniles. And we've had a few, it's not been a ton, but we have had a few that have stayed past the minimum dates, and they send us an updated report, just an email to let us know. We've sent a check on that behalf, and we've seen where you'll have a credit on the bill when it comes in for that.
there's a notification process that was,
That's what it is, yes. That's where they notify us that they've sent a check for whatever amount of days that they've gone over for that. They also send something in and say, when they reach this date, it'll be when it starts, for the particular juvenile or whatever. So we are getting that. It just doesn't flow through. We don't see that money come in. They just send it directly to where that juvenile's held at and reduce our invoice that they send to us by that. So that is happening. I think I actually got one maybe Thursday or Friday, but they sent some money in for a juvenile for us. But that is your contract. We'll push that forward to the next meeting to be voted on. Like I said, it doesn't have to be sent until before October 1. Also, just to remind you all, and I do need a head count, I'll send an email out tomorrow. The October district meeting for ACCA will be held on, it's that 14th. I went to write it down and forgot to write the date. The 14th here in Troy at the studio, and I just need a head count from you all on who wants to come. You all are normally invited, Alan and Derek. Y'all just let me know, and I'll send an email out tomorrow to let me know, because we do have to get you registered and pay a fee for that. We'll get it handled through our office. But that is on October 14th, if y'all want to go ahead and take a look and see if you'll be able to come to that. We also are going to have some of the junior, not the junior ambassador, but it's the junior representatives. It's another new group that the Chamber of Commerce is doing. They're going to be coming on September the 18th at 1:30, I believe, but I'm going to send you all some information on that, let you know if any of you want to come to see them. But they have had they've had a lot more people applying for that program, and so this year they have an ambassador program and a representative program that they have going out.
17.
I think it's the 18th of September.
Okay, well, she changed it on me. She sent me an email,
Oh, yes, you did.
and it was the 17th on the email.
Okay, I don't know, on my desk I have the 18th, but I'll check it to make sure.
Please
before I
verify,
send
because
y'all.
I was asked to say something that,
Okay, all right. Well, I will make sure, and that could be, because they do have something for the ambassadors and the representatives.
yes.
So, I'll go back and make sure on that too, and get
Please
you all
do. Thank
some
you.
information on that. Under current business, I believe item number 7, the SSUT support resolution that you were all given last, commission meeting, if you'd like to take action on that, in support of the SSUT.
okay.
And that, I don't have anything else for action. We just have our budget that we're working on. And what we want to do there.
All right, any questions for